world football once again stopped in absolute reverence. When the ball crossed the line and digital scoreboards around the globe updated to 971, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just score another goal. He reaffirmed that immortality is not a destination, but a daily journey built with sweat, discipline, and an insatiable hunger for greatness. 29 goals separate the Portuguese player from the historic milestone of 1,000 goals, a number that, a few seasons ago, seemed like a delusion of passionate fans. Today, it is a tangible goal, pulsing with every match, every training session, every play where CR7 transforms experience into art. The moment of the goal was a faithful portrait of Ronaldo's evolution. In a match where the opponent closed in compact lines, seeking to nullify spaces with obsessive marking, the Portuguese found the gap where others would see only a wall. He received the pass at the edge of the area, adjusted his body with the coldness of someone who has lived through thousands of identical situations, and, without hesitation, released the shot that tore through the opposing goal. It wasn't brute force. It was surgical precision, a striker's instinct, and a game reading that only decades at the highest level can provide. The stadium exploded, but Ronaldo maintained his characteristic posture. A look to the sky, a gesture of gratitude, and the silent awareness that another step had been taken on the ladder leading to the Millennium. What makes the 971st goal truly extraordinary is the context that surrounds it. At 41 years old, an age when most athletes have already ended their careers or play in less demanding leagues, Ronaldo continues to be the gravitational center of Al Nassr and a global reference. His longevity is not by chance. It is the fruit of a Spartan routine, rigorous nutrition, meticulous physical recovery, and, above all, an unbreakable mentality. He adapted his game over the years, from explosive winger to lethal center forward, from tireless finisher to maestro who organizes, leads, and decides. Each goal at this stage of his career carries a different weight. It's no longer about proving something to critics. It's about honoring his own history, inspiring the next generation, and showing that the limit is, in fact, an illusion created by those who give up early. The comparison with Lionel Messi remains inevitable and healthier than ever. While the Argentine weaves his poetry on endless pitches with touches of magic and incomparable game vision, Ronaldo pursues his numbers in Saudi Arabia with the determination of a gladiator. They are two distinct paths to the same mountain of eternity. Messi is fluidity, intuition, the artist who paints with his feet. Ronaldo is discipline, repetition, the human machine that transforms sweat into history. The 971st goal reignites this dialogue that defined 2 decades of football, reminding the world that excellence doesn't have a single format. Both elevated the standard of the sport, both challenged the logic of aging, and both prove that football is big enough to harbor multiple legends. For fans scattered across 5 continents, each Ronaldo goal is a chapter in a collective saga. The 971st is not just a statistic, it's a moment that will be kept in digital albums, in bar conversations, in teachings passed from father to son. Children who never saw Ronaldo in his prime at Real Madrid or Manchester United now grow up watching his plays in the Saudi League, absorbing the lesson that passion has no expiration date. He has become a bridge between generations, a symbol that continuous effort beats isolated talent. On social media, the celebration was instant and global. Hashtags trended within minutes, videos went viral, and public figures from different fields paid homage. Respecting Ronaldo today is recognizing that we had the rare privilege of witnessing, in real time, the construction of a myth. The post-goal humility was as striking as the execution of the play. Far from egocentric celebrations, Ronaldo embraced the younger teammates, pointed to the bench, thanked the fans with a contained gesture. This posture contrasts with the culture of individualism that often dominates modern sport. He carries the weight of being one of the greatest in history, but walks with the lightness of someone who understands that football is, above all, a collective sport. His role at Al Nassr goes far beyond goals. He is mentor, example, the lighthouse that guides the locker room in moments of pressure. The 971st goal is dedicated to all who believed in him when he was just a boy from Madeira with dreams that seemed too big for a body still forming. Looking to the horizon, the question that echoes in every interview and every stand is, only 29 goals remain. It seems like little, but each one will be a battle. For Ronaldo, nothing is impossible. He has already won Champions League, national championships, Euro, Ballon d'Or, records that seemed untouchable. What remains is body preservation, focus maintenance, and unwavering belief in the process. If he continues at his current pace, balancing minutes on the field with tactical intelligence, the 1,000 goals will cease to be a distant dream and become an announced achievement. Each match now is a gold coin deposited in the legacy vault. Each assist, an investment in the sport's future. The world watches, amazed, as he walks firmly toward the Millennium. Technically, the 971st goal reinforces the characteristics that consecrated him: impeccable positioning, precise finishing, goal-scoring instinct. It wasn't a lucky play. It was a goal built with intelligence. He saw the space before the defense reorganized. He executed the movement before the marker reacted. This is pure instinct, polished by thousands of hours of training. Players study his videos, try to replicate his movements, but know there is something inimitable about Ronaldo. It is the connection between brain, body, and will that defines his genius. The 971st goal is a masterclass for future generations. It is proof that persistence beats time, that discipline overcomes untapped talent, that mentality is the true differential, that Ronaldo's legacy goes far beyond the numbers. It is about how he changed the perception of what is possible for an athlete. He popularized the culture of extreme physical preparation, showed that it is possible to maintain a high level for more than 2 decades, proved that leading isn't about shouting, but about setting a daily example. The 971st goal is just one chapter in a book that will be read for decades. When children ask who was the greatest scorer in history, Cristiano Ronaldo's name will be spoken with reverence. And the number 971 will be a reference milestone, signaling that the final stretch has already begun. May the next ones come. May the 972nd, the 980th, the 999th, the 1000th come. Because as long as Cristiano Ronaldo has a ball at his feet, football will have intensity, determination, and magic. As long as he can dream, we will dream with him. And as long as the sport exists, the name of Cristiano Ronaldo will be synonymous with excellence, resilience, and unconditional passion. Thank you, CR7, for another historic moment. The world is smaller and more inspiring with you in it. The final stretch toward the Millennium has already begun, and we are privileged witnesses to this miracle.